Hey YouTube, I got another deck profile I'm gonna be doing. This time I'm gonna be doing my fairy deck that I brought back back in September when Earth went back to 2. I decided to revive the fairy deck. I replaced them with a Herald of Perfection deck that I was running for a while as far as fairies go. But then I took that apart and brought back the agent deck, I guess, or whatever you call this. This is gonna be a pure agent deck, or I guess what do you call it? It's a light based deck. I mean, there's no Asmodeus or the dark monsters. There's no BLS in here. This is strictly a all light attribute monsters. So I think I'm gonna be replacing this deck once the Fists of Fire or Cosmo Blazer comes out. I'm probably gonna take this deck apart because these are my red card sleeves. So I'm gonna go with fire themed deck once Cosmo Blazer shows up. But let's get started here. So, start off, triple Hyperion, because it's agents. Hyperion's the big boss monster. He's the Dark Arm Dragon of the deck. So, I got 3 of him. He's relatively easy to summon because there's so many agents. And then 2 Archlord Kristya. Very annoying card. Very good card. Very powerful card. Hard to get rid of. Stop special summons. Next, the last boss monster that I'm running is I put 1 Athena in. I run this over Splendid Venus mainly because of the burn effect. And it also has a special summon. So those are what, 6? Yeah, there's like 6 boss monsters. We got triple Valhalla in here, so it's not that hard to bring any of them out. So for the agents, I'm running 2 Earth. It's a 2-star fairy tuner, so it allows you to get like Gaia or possibly Blackrose, although that rarely ever happens. But it lets you synchro. So 2 of those. And then I'm running 2 Jupiter. This card's highly underrated. But yeah, it has some pretty good effects. And then the main agent, 3 Venus. It brings out Shine Ball, it gets Gachi on the field. So triple Shine Ball with the 3 Venus. So that's the agent part of the deck plus mystical Shine Ball. And then for the others, I'm running 2 Zeradias to search out the field spell. This is a field spell. This is a Sanctuary in the Sky build, by the way. So I don't think I mentioned that earlier. So run 2 Zeradias. So he's like commandant for Gravekeepers. And then 1 Hecatrice, just to search out Valhalla and to throw a fairy in the graveyard to either build up for Kristya or fodder for Hyperion. And then 2 Herald of Orange Light. It's really good to negate stuff, throws itself in the graveyard, but you have to throw something else, another fairy in your hand to the graveyard also. So just 2 of them. And then the last fairy monster, 1 Honest, because everything's light, so obviously you should run Honest. So those are the monsters. For spells, I'm running 2 cards from the sky. You can run Pot of Duality. The thing I like about this is that you remove from play. It's kind of like Allure of Darkness, but you can't conduct your battle phase and you can't special summon. So possibly Pot of Duality is probably better, but I like to use this just because, well, the main reason is because Pot of Duality's in all my other decks. I don't have that many Pot of Dualities, so. But yeah, this could either be Pot of Duality or Cards from the Sky, doesn't matter. And then 3, the Sanctuary in the Sky. You don't take any battle damage when you have fairy monsters or involving fairy monsters, so. And it's needed to run Divine Punishment. Triple Valhalla. This is an easy summon for Athena, Kristya, or Hyperion. 1 Swords of Ravine Light, just to stall. 1 Book of Moon, good utility card. 2 MST. It's very decent actually. Like the swords could possibly be a 3rd MST, or even Heavy Storm. And then 1 Dark Hole. And then this should be Monster Reborn. So that rounds out the spell cards. And then for traps, because there's so much banishing, because you run cards from the sky, and because Hyperion removes lights, a good choice of trap cards is Return from the Different Dimension. Just swarm the field up, exceed like crazy. And then 1 Torrential Tribute, field clear. And then double Divine Punishment because we're running triple the field card, Sanctuary in the Sky, so you run Divine Punishment. So I'm not going to go over the extra deck for this, for fairies. It's pretty standard. You can run Synchros and Exceeds because you've got, well, obviously the main one is you want to run like Gachi, probably 2 of them. And then you want to run like Gaia, maybe Blackrose Gaia, just because you've got Earth, you can Synchro. And then, yeah, and actually, this is also Tuner too, so you have lots of Synchro, or Tuners in the deck. You've got 4 Tuners. So there's a lot of options. Like I said, let me know what you think about this pure, or I guess Sanctuary in the Sky deck. Any improvements? I like to keep it Sanctuary in the Sky and not go like BLS and everything and put the Dark Monsters in there. I don't want to turn this deck into a Chaos-oriented deck. So yeah, let me know how you would improve it as far as a pure agent deck goes. But yeah, as always, rate, comment, subscribe. See ya.